What is up, guys? Major Magpie here, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. This plane just whizzed over our head. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice as our airport, even if I say so myself. Yeah, we put a train station in. Got these nice little lines here. Put this nice little underpass thing in here, which I found on the Steam Workshop, and I think looks pretty cool. It's going to integrate nicely in here once we get this place how we want it to look. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. I have been busy since we ended the last episode, obviously, as you've seen in the little time-lapse bit. We've done our little park around our Patronus Towers here. Looking quite nice. We have also done this beast over here. which is going to serve a nice purpose. I think at the end of this episode I'm going to go ahead and extend this on through across this water. And then maybe put that in a time-lapse bit on the start of the next episode, possibly. But yeah, I do want to connect this up with the rest of the city, because at the minute we have issues with rubbish getting collected from this part of the city. And so if we can connect it up with a main road, i.e. a highway or something, that was obviously going to help alleviate that in somewhat. But yeah, in this episode, guys, I want to go ahead and focus on plugging holes. I did say in the last episode that I wanted to start filling a couple of these blank spaces we have in here. And I was figuring we could go ahead in this episode and plug this hole, this hole, this hole, and maybe start on this one and then pop in some more skyscrapers. I do have about 8, I think. 8 unique structures that I want to put in and around here. A couple of skyscrapers, and the rest will be like statues or tourism attractions. But yeah, let's go ahead and crack on. I'm going to start it down here. I'm going to pause time so we don't lose daylight. Right, let's go ahead. We're going to start with a level 2 building. And the building I'm looking at is this here, the World Trade Center Transit Hub. And I wanted to put this in here. If we can make it fit. We should be able to make it fit. Yeah, something like that. 60 grand, not a problem. Now we do have this little gap at the back of this. Let's have a look at this. Is it any good? It's quite basic. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Right, yeah, this little gap around the back here, I don't want to try and plug this. I want to go with probably a cycleway and then put some foliage in. So let's grab our tools. We're going to jump on and grab path. I think I'm going to go with a cycleway. Yeah, we'll go with cycleway. I'll keep it straight and we'll just run it straight down there. Join these two up for cycleway. Yeah. Cool. Right. Next up, let's pop some foliage in there just to make it add a bit of colour. So we'll find some trees. Probably go with some purple and red bushnut things. I don't know what they're called. These things here. We're gonna go. We've got a violet flower tree. I'm gonna go with one. I'm just gonna reduce the size of this because we don't want to put loads of them. We just want to do single trees. So go with one there, and then one at this way, one at this end. Looking for symmetry. We'll get a red one. Pop one there. And one there. I do believe we've got a blue one somewhere, do we? Just imagining that. Ah, I'm thinking of this colour tree. Actually, we'll have a few of these. Go with a nice yellow. Like that. Like that. Red. Oh, we're getting huge! And I want to put one in the middle of there with blue. Connect that up with maybe a cycleway. Let's grab our cycleway again. And that's not going to let me do that. Well, if we turn anarchy on, will it let us do that? No, it won't. Okay then, so scratch that idea. I'll leave that the way it is. Maybe just think of something else to put in there. A couple of little statues or something like that I'll find in props. But yeah, that looks alright. Looks quite nice. Awesome. While we're in this little part of the city here, what I want to go ahead and do as well, guys, is just tackle a bit of public transport. Now, as I go through the city, I have been dotting around subways. We don't have an actual operating subway route yet, but as you can see, if I just zoom out, we're looking for the green ones here. One's highlighted green is our subway, so this isn't connected up to anything. But there's nothing in and around this area here. There's a subway station here, and then a subway station over here. So what I wanted to go ahead and do is just dot in a couple around our main station here and around the transit hub. So I was thinking, let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got this thing here, the simple inner city metro. And I'm going to use one of them, I think. And I want the line to run kind of vertical up our screen there. So I'm going to have to bulldoze this guy's house, I'm afraid. Sorry, dude. So put one in there. Cool. as one. And then I just wanted to put one up here as well. Maybe just choose a different design. If we could. What's this? It's not too big, is it? Let's go with that in there. Oh, it's not going to fit. That'll be a bit big. Oh no, we can use that. Yeah, we can use this one. This is the Synth's Modern Subway Station. And I'm going to use that and put it there. Boom. So look at this. Yeah. It's nice. I like it. Cool. Right, so that's the two subway stations in it. I'll go ahead and connect them off cam. There's no need to do them now. I'm just going to run a line straight from there up to there. And then the line from here down to wherever the station was that was around here. But yeah, right. Next up, I'm going to go with another unique building. This one we've used in our previous series of city skylines. And this was the Arc de Triomphe, which we will find in our little pyramid menu here. This one here, to celebrate the Arch of the Triumph, is a wonderful landmark that will make any city look prettier. Build it to gain more tourists. Now, I don't think tourists is something that we need to worry about, but put it in for cosmetic reasons. That seems to be pretty centre. 160,000, boom. Nice, nice, I like it. Let's just zoom in and take a look at the architecture. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, I'm in somebody's back garden. Yeah, that's nice. Right, what I want to go ahead, either side of this is just put in some foliage again. Add a little bit of colour around here. So we're going to start with paths. I think I'm in the wrong menu. We want this one here. Right, we'll go with gravel paths, I think. Yeah, gravel paths, straight. And I'm going to put it one row there. One row there. And then mimic this on the other side as well. One there. There. Cool. Right, we'll get our tree menu again, our foliage menu. And I'm going to start dotting a few of these in. I'm not going to go too mental and do the rest of this off cam. Or we'll go ahead and do the rest of this off cam. Basically, I just want to pop on each of these corners. I think in the middle of it, I will have an actual flower bed. But for here, we can just go ahead with these trees. There we go, and then we'll get a blue one. Put a blue one there. Put a big blue one there. One there. Just jump on this side, put one there. And there we go. I'm not going to go too daft with any more. I'll do that off cam. But yeah, in the middle, I'm definitely going to go with flower beds. Just find some. Not them ones. Something like these here. Go with like, maybe, I don't know. It's yellow. Water. Like around like that. And just fill out all that area. I think that would look pretty cool. Again, just going to do it off cam because it'll be pretty tedious. But yeah, I'll show you how that turns out in the next episode. But you can see where I'm going with that. Let's just jump up to the next tile then, or the next space I want to fill, which is this area here. And this one will be pretty straightforward. I do want to start first with a couple of unique buildings, or unique structures more than buildings, because they're more statuish. Statuish, is that the word? Yeah, first of all, we want to start with a level 1, which is this thing here, the Lazarette Plaza. Another structure that we have actually used in the past. I want to try and run that lengthways like that, maybe. Yeah, well, I'm going to run that lengthways like that. And then we'll get the next building or structure I want, which is a level 2. And this is this thing here, the Mother Nature statue. And I want to set this central so you'll be able to see it straight through our Arc de Triomphe. We'll put that there. Boom. Cool. Let's just see if I can see straight through. There she is. Looking beautiful. That's quite a nice shot actually. Look at the World Trade Center 1 in the background as well. That looks pretty cool. Awesome. Yeah, right. So that's that done. I'm going to go ahead and grab some props now, guys, quickly, and I'm going to start putting some props in and around here. So first, jump into this menu here. We're going to go with a city fountain, which I am going to place there, I think. Yep, out there. A quick look at that. And next up is a couple of little island things I was thinking of. Actually, we'll go for public restroom. And the restroom I'm just going to place probably about there. Boom. There you go, some toilets for our peeps. Next up, that's what we got. Right, I would like to place some of these in around here. Just turn that in that direction. There's one there. And then one at this side. And I'll put some trees or something in there, maybe. Next up, a little gift shop on the corner. There, boom. It's starting to look pretty nice. Okay guys, next up I wanted to place a couple of these stone bollards. I'm only going to do a couple of these to demonstrate what I'm after, what I'm basically going for. But, yeah, we wanted to go something like that. 1, 2, 3, and basically all the way down to the other end and stop cars and stuff going on here. Yeah, you can see what I'm going for there. I'm not going to go into too much more detail. I will do that off cam because that is super time consuming. But yeah, right, we've got all of that. What I want to go ahead and do now is just paint the ground, and this will give it a finished look. So we are just going to increase the size of that. Let's go bigger. About 30 maybe. Yep. And then just paint all of this. And there we go, it's starting to take shape nicely. Now, what I will go ahead off cam and do, guys, is put in a few more of these little flower bed things that we've used at the ends, in the middle, and put some trees and foliage and just some nice colour in. And obviously put our bollards in, but yeah, this will look pretty nice when it's done. Very nice, but hopefully I'll get that done for the next episode, and then we can see, I can demonstrate what's been done, but it is looking... It's starting to take a nice shape. Okay, let's drop onto this little plot now. I'll come back to this one, I think. Another unique building to go in here, right on the corner, is a level 2 as well, I think. Or level 1. Yeah, this thing here, the People's Power statue. And I wanted to just put this on this corner. Probably facing down over. Boom. And again, I'm just going to go and paint this ground, and I can put foliage in off cam. So we'll just go with that. Paint it all. Again, I'll just go with some props off cam to fill the space. But yeah, so that's 2 plots that are coming along nicely. This should look very nice down here once it's done. I'm quite excited to see the final outcome. And get our subways hitched up as well, and then we'll get people flooding into these areas. It'll be cool. Yeah, right, over onto this patch now. Something I did mention in the next episode, in the last episode even, guys, was the fact that this looked like two cities sitting beside each other. That it wasn't really connected, because it was skyscrapers and skyscrapers with this blank gap. Now what I want to go ahead and do is start closing this gap with two buildings in particular, two skyscrapers. But first I'm going to go ahead and put in a art gallery that we have. I'm going to just get rid of them lights because they're broken again. Textures have gone on the traffic lights, so they're just white all the time, which is quite annoying. Okay, right, roads, single carriage with a grass verge. Yes, 2 lanes run in the same direction is what I meant. And we're just going to keep the road straight, and I'm going to run a road to there, and down to probably there. Actually, I'm going to run it to there, and this road back in that direction, and delete that. And that's to there, sorry. Run that bit to probably there. I want to put a building in, and then I'll come back to that road. So the building I'm looking for is the Tourist Plaza City Art Gallery, which is a level 2. Here it is. Exhibits art exhibitions. I want to go ahead and put this in here. Like that. Looks pretty nice. Cool. It's our first art gallery for New Mag City. And obviously this is going to prove a little bit of a problem, because I did want to put a nice curve on here, but that's not going to happen now. That building kind of like floods into that area, I feel like. So I'm just going to run that to the end of there. And delete that. And when it's shorter. And let's see what we can do with these turns in. I'm going to run... How does that look? Let's try that again, but do the same type of road again, but just bend it onto there. Yeah, looks alright. Okay, what I want to go ahead and do now is just flip the road around, because it is one direction and I want it to run kind of left to right. So just flip all of this around. There we go. It now comes in here, goes out there. Again, some of them lovely white traffic lights. So we'll get rid of them. But yeah, that looks cool. And once again, it'll be a foliage job off cam, I think, to get it going. But yeah, right. The 2 skyscrapers I was on about, guys. This can kind of finish off this episode. One of them is the Guangxi Investment Center, which I believe is in China and doesn't actually exist yet, as far as I'm concerned. I might be wrong. I think it's in development. But here it is here. And this building is probably going to have to go in here. It's got quite a long footprint. So yeah, we'll go with that there. Snug on into roads. Boom. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's a green of greens. Wow. That's actually not a bad building. That is a good building to link these 2 parts of the city up with. Yeah. Okay, our second and final unique structure that I wanted to put in here. This thing here is the HBS One Penn Plaza. And I just want to plot this in here. Kind of in that corner. 70 grand. Not a problem. And that also looks like quite a nice building. That's awesome. Yeah, things are starting to take shape around here now. I mean, look at that. By the time I get all the foliage in here and the bits of colour, a few flower beds over here, and some trees and things in and around here, and put some footpaths going from this side of the city under our highway to this side of the city, which it look quite nice. And I'm going to tackle as much of that as I can before we record the next episode. I'm not making any promises on what I get done, because it is ridiculously time consuming, and time is of an essence at the minute, so yeah, we'll see what I can get done, but it's looking quite nice. I do like how we can look through our Arc de Triomphe and see our nature statue, and then the World Trade Center 1 in the background. That looks pretty cool. Awesome. Anyways, guys, until the next one,